Hey guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to open up the agenda, and on the agenda it tells you to go do the bell work first. So go ahead and do the bell work. When you're done with the bell work, come back to the agenda, and the second thing says to put in the answers to the classwork, so the task cards from last class. So you're going to open up that form that's right there on the agenda, and you're going to enter the answers that you have for those task cards. You can just put the number in. You don't have to put anything else, and it'll be fine, and you'll get it marked right. And then you are going to go ahead and take notes, which is what this video is for. And you're going to then open up where it says classwork boom cards. The boom cards are basically interactive task cards, and you're going to make sure that you do those. And then your homework is 3 IXLs and study for your test, which is next class. And your test is going to be on everything that has to do with ratios. So all of topic 6, ratios, equivalent ratios, tape diagrams, unit rate, best buy, proportions, and conversions. So all of this is going to be on your test. It's going to be the quiz plus proportions and conversions. So that will be on Thursday. So let's get into the notes. Really what you're doing today is not any different than what you did last class. The difference is that you're converting now between the measurement systems. And this one you're definitely going to set up a proportion for, because they're going to give you the information for the left side of the proportion in the problem. It's not going to be on the reference sheet. So today is March, I should probably get a darker pen. Today is March 2nd, 2021. I can convert between measurement systems. Okay, so that means we have the customary system, if I could spell right. Customary, which is what we use in the United States. And you're going to convert back and forth to the metric system. Now, this is going to be a lot of work with decimals. So you're going to have to remember all of your multiplying and dividing decimal rules. And you're going to want to make sure that you set up your proportion and label the proportions correctly, so you know if you need to multiply or you need to divide. So one of the ways that the FSA likes to ask these types of questions is to give you a double number line. So let me just show you how a problem might be set up. So it might be set up like this, where you have a double number line. So it's basically 2 number lines, like literally like this. And you kind of you could have as many equivalent ratios on that number line. But in general, they're going to have it where they tell you we'll do one between inches and centimeters. So it could be a problem like, how many centimeters is 7 inches? And they'll tell you, they have to tell you this because it's not common knowledge, that 1 inch is, and I'll show you if you look at the rulers. Let me see where my other ruler is. Where do I do with my ruler? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Okay. So if I have this ruler, and on there you see the centimeters, or the inches, then alrighty, so if you look at this, you can see that 1 inch is equivalent to a little bit more than 2.5 centimeters. So it's actually 2.54 centimeters. And we want to know how many centimeters 7 inches is, so we have X here. What they've basically done is set up a proportion for you, except it's on the double number line. So if we have a problem like that, we can pull that information right off the double number line, and we can set it up as 1 inch is equal 2.54 centimeters. 7 inches to X centimeters. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise, but I'm sure you can still hear me. So I need to solve this problem, and I'm going to say, okay, well, 1 times 7 is 7. 2.54 times 7. So I'm going to have X equals 2.54 times 7, so you have 28. 35 plus 2 is 37. 14 plus 3 is 17. Bloop, 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 bloop. So, one inch is 2 54 centimeters, and 7 inches is 17 78 centimeters. All right, so that's what you would do. They're going to give you this first information, and you're going to convert it to the second one. Let's do one more example. I'm going to go to the next page. Nah, I'm going to do it right here. Okay. Let's say that I am driving in Canada, where they use the metric system, and I'm driving 60 miles an hour, and I want to know how fast I'm going in kilometers, because the speed limit's all in kilometers, so I have no idea how fast I'm driving. So let's say that that's the case, and so that they give me the information that 1 mile is equal to 1.61 kilometers. And I'm driving 30 miles an hour. No, I'm driving, 60 miles an hour. So I'm driving 60 miles an hour. And I want to know how many kilometers I'm going. How many kilometers am I going to go in that time? So, let's see, there's my X. So I'm going to multiply 1.61 times, you know what, I want to do this the other way, because it's going to be more similar to the problem that you're going to get on the boom cards. So actually I'm going to switch this. I'm going to switch this around. So go ahead and switch it. I'm going to actually go to the next page. Sorry. All right. So let's say that I'm in Canada and I'm driving, and the speedometer is in kilometers, and the speed limit is in kilometers, and I want to know how fast am I going. So if I know that 1 mile is equal to 1.61 kilometers or kilometers, and I'm driving, let's say I'm going 100 kilometers per hour. How many miles per hour is that? That's what I want to find out. Okay, all of this is per hour. So, I am going to cross multiply. So I have 1.61 x equals 100. I need the x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 1.61, 1.61. X equals something. That something is going to be 100 divided by 1.61. And I'm going to move my decimal point, bloop, bloop, 2 places. And I'm going to move my decimal point, bloop, bloop, 2 places. So I'm really going to say to myself, what is 161 into 10,000? I'm going to put my boxes, because I have a lot of place value here and I don't want to get confused. So 161 doesn't go into 1. 161 doesn't go into 10. 161 doesn't go into 100. 161 does go into 1,000. How many times? 6. That's 966. Subtract. Remember to regroup. Four, 3, that's it. So 34, bring down the 0. 161 goes into 340 twice. That's 322. Subtract is 18. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth. I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, which means I'm going to go to the thousandths. So I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, which is this place, 2 after the decimal point. So I need to get to the thousandths so that I can round to the nearest hundredth. So 161 goes into 180 once. That's 161. Subtract is 19. Bring down that next 0. 161 goes into 190 once. That's 161. Subtract is 21. 210 is 1. 161 and whatever's left over. So if I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, I am going 62.11 miles. Alrighty. And be careful. Make sure that the problem will tell you where to round to. Okay? So I could have rounded just to 62 miles. I could have rounded to the 10th place, which would have been 62.1 miles, or 62 and 1/10. I could have rounded to the 100th place, which is what I did. I could have even rounded to the 1000th place, and it looks to me like it would have been another 1. So make sure you're looking at the rounding. Make sure you set up your proportions correctly. So I have 1 mile is 1 61/100 kilometers. X miles is 100 kilometers. This is what I got from the problem. This is also from the problem. So all of the 3 out of the 4 pieces you're going to get right from the problem. So you're not going to need the reference sheet for this. All right, that's what you're going to be doing. So again, you're going to go on to Google Classroom. You're going to open the link for Boom Cards. You're going to click sign up, student sign in, and you're going to use Google to get in. You'll get right in, and there's one assignment for you in there. All right, boys and girls, thank you.